Hello everybody, I'm Sarah and I'm a recorder player. G to A, this seemingly innocuous pair of notes. Why this is the most difficult thing you can play on your recorder. Drawn you in with a sweeping generalisation there, but I promise you it is justified. First up, let's look at the finger changes. The sheer number of fingers that have to move at exactly the same time, otherwise we're going to hear blips in the sound. When we go from our G to A, we are moving no less than 4 fingers altogether and the thumb. And here's the cruncher. The G is just the second finger of your left hand without the thumb. We're not only facing finger coordination, but balance. Doing my best to make this exciting. The G, we are balancing on 3 points of contact. So when I trill between G and A, I have to be very careful not to upset that delicate balance. Say you've got your fingers really well trained. There is another level of difficulty. Let me introduce you to registers of the recorder. The registers are different areas of pitch where the air behaves in different ways within the pipe. The first register is all of the fingers on to all of the fingers off. Our G belongs in the first register. To hit the second register, you need to half hole the thumb hole at the back. That is where our A belongs. The G and A belong to different registers, which means when you transition between the two, you hear an audible click. Let me show you that more clearly with the first register G and an alternative fingering for G in the second register. Same note, different registers, click, 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 click. We don't hear that click if we trill between 2 notes in the same register, the D and the E. A and the B. Even if there's lots of fingers involved. At this point you might be saying, Sarah, I can think of more difficult finger changes than G to A. Cross fingerings across the compass of the instrument. Yes, there are harder fingerings, but you will typically meet them in more virtuosic contemporary pieces such as Louis Andriesen's Suite. Patterns like these are designed to show the player's virtuosity. It's based around complexity. The piece is based around struggle. In contrast, your G to A transition is found all over the place. It's an incredibly common and necessary interval. Any Baroque sonata in F or related keys will have this trill. And if you're playing soprano, of course, this is the D to E trill. Anything you play in C major, it's going to have that trill. So the reason I've centered this as the most difficult recorder problem that you will meet is because it's so common. So how do we play it? Disclaimer, the following solutions I'm about to offer may differ depending on your size and model of recorder. Solution 1, let's see if we can move fewer fingers. We're going to play an alternative A. Instead of putting down all of those fingers, we can play the A with just 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to trill down to the G with finger 3. Pros, you're only moving 1 finger. Cons, you still hear that register break and it's quite apparent. It's also my left ring finger, which I think is my slowest of all the fingers. That register break is bothering me. Let's see if we can find a solution where you stay in the same register. We're going to play the A and trill down to a G in the second register. That's using finger 6. Might have to tune it a bit with finger 7. It's cleaner. it's quieter. We don't have the register transition click, but the character of the G is fundamentally changed. You see, the recorder is an instrument where we do not enjoy a uniform colour in the sound over the whole range of the instrument. What I'm trying to say is every note sounds different. It has a different timbre, and that is the joy of the recorder. Now I'm taking a G from one of the brightest, loudest notes on the instrument to a more covered, darker, muffled tone. Depending on the context, this could be lovely. So is there another solution? One that I see shown a lot is playing the G as an alternative and then trilling with finger 5. Pros, you're not creating a register change, and both the A and the G are alternative fingerings. They share that same slightly more muffled, covered timbre. Cons, you're learning 2 alternative fingerings. Let's recap. Option 1. 2. 3. 4. My advice is to choose the one you like depending on the context in your music. And this is only for very fast, repeated trill passages between those 2 notes. I urge you, if you're just meeting a regular G and A out in the wild, please just play the normal fingerings. Yes, there are aspects about the recorder that are more difficult than others, but we shouldn't try and find cheats for everything. It's by practicing the harder things that we improve. Do you agree with me? Or is there something else about playing the recorder that you think is actually the most challenging aspect? Please let me know in the comments. That's all for this week. As always, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking on my face down here in the corner. Over here's the Team Recorder Patreon, where you can choose to support the channel, and here's some more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye!